Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Wendy Chen. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in today's top stories, city volunteers in Vietnam and Malaysia are holding training seminars to cultivate their wisdom and blessings. In Taiwan, we look into how the overgrowing of cabbages is leading to a wild fluctuation in the vegetable market and the impact on farmers. And teachers and students from Nibontapol City Kindergarten in Malaysia bring handmade picture book to a special home for children. As a part of the commitment in carrying out City's missions, City volunteers around the globe regularly hold training seminars to get the latest news on the organization's work worldwide, as well as to further motivate themselves to walk the Bodhisattva path with perseverance. In Malaysia, at the City Clan branch, 22 City members put on the musical of Vow in action at a recycling volunteer training seminar for over 200 participants. But first, we join Vietnam City volunteers who held their first Commissioner and Sutton training seminar to help the newly joined members better understand the Buddhist NGO. At this year's first City Commissioner and Sutton Faith Corps training seminar, Vietnam City volunteers are busy decorating the venue, planning the upcoming activities, as well as rehearsing the proper Buddhist etiquette. As soon as the 29 training volunteers arrive, they are guided by their group leader and receive an information pack and a reusable cup. To ensure all participants understand the content in the video clips, both Chinese and Vietnamese subtitles are included. Some volunteers also insist in translating to help their counterparts overcome the language barrier to learn more about Tzu Chi. While those sitting inside listen intently, kitchen volunteers are busy preparing delicious vegetarian meals.
I started giving because while you give, you gain so much in return. Besides helping others, we are also helping ourselves and helping guide others onto the Bodhisattva path.
I don't know why I cried. I was deeply moved, and it was tears of joy.
The beauty of a group begins with each individual. This is so true.
The one-day event gives volunteers young and old the strength and motivation to continue Tzu Chi's work in their local communities. Meanwhile, at the recycling volunteer training seminar held at the Tzu Chi Clan branch in Malaysia, 22 Tzu Chans are putting on the sign language performance of Vow in action.
At this recycling seminar, we included the musicals of Vow in Action and Fulfilling the Dream to let everyone know that we should not only put Dharma into practice, but also take it to heart.
The synchronized movements are an encouragement for the over 200 recycling volunteers to be consistent in their devotion to safeguarding the planet. In a 3-hour seminar, participants all gained better understanding of the meaning behind recycling.
The recycling station is very organized because we not only come to sort recyclables but also to listen to the master's teachings and learn sign language, so we are not just there to work.
Among the participants, 72-year-old Zhao Fu-yi began sorting recyclables last year and also took on a vegetarian diet.
I feel that conservation work is to save the planet, so if we continue on this path, we will be happy.
When all are united in their efforts and put ideals into practice, a sustainable environment will no longer just be a dream. Moving to the Down Under in Melbourne, Australia, City volunteers and Tzu Chins held an introductory seminar for university students to learn more about the charity organization, as well as to promote filial piety and recycling concepts. Through watching a series of video clips, short plays and sign language performances, these students not only came to realize their wrongdoings, but were also inspired to contribute what they can to society. Here at the Tzu Chi introductory seminar in Melbourne, Australia, participants are making simple vegetarian dishes as well as taking to the streets to promote the recycling of reusable items and batteries.
Before, I had no idea what was the purpose of me working 2 jobs. If I continue with that busy lifestyle for the next few decades, what contributions will I eventually make to society and the world?
Every Tzu volunteer is here contributing selflessly to others, and I think this is something I need to learn. I often do many things solely for my own sake.
Tzu volunteers and Tzu together put on a sign language song to pass on the message of filial piety, inspiring these students who are all far away from home.
Many students here are living far away from their parents, so we all miss our family very much. Yesterday, many of us were in deep regret as we had realized all the wrong things we had done to our parents.
We are still in our teenage and rebellious phase, so the short play on arguing and talking back to parents is something we can all relate to. For my own part, I felt dismayed by how disobedient I was in the past. The simple gesture of serving tea to parents is a moving scene for many, as the seminar seems to have inspired these students to look at life from a new perspective. In Canada, the Tzu Toronto branch held a memorial ceremony for the overseas Chinese community to honor their ancestors. At the event, Tzu volunteers led the participants in chanting the Lotus Sutra and dedicated the blessings to the deceased. Through listening to Master Zhen Yan's teachings, the attendees also came to learn of the true meaning behind filial piety and vowed to do good deeds to create blessings for their parents.
At this memorial ceremony, Tzu volunteers are leading the attendees in the chant of Lotus Sutra to honor their deceased parents. Many brothers and sisters were moved by the atmosphere at this memorial ceremony. They not only remember their parents' devotion, but also feel a deep sense of gratitude. The Tzu Toronto branch occasionally organizes a memorial service where overseas Chinese have a chance to pay their respects to deceased parents and learn how to fulfill their filial duties. If our parents are still alive, we have to seize the opportunity to fulfill our filial duties. If they have passed away, we have to do good deeds to create blessings for them.
Our body is a gift given by our parents. To fulfill our filial duties, we have to do good deeds and spare no effort in helping the needy.
As Master Zhen Yan says, fulfilling filial duties is not only about treating parents kindly, but also taking action in carrying out good deeds.
To farmers, little rainfall meant a suitable time for growing vegetables, and thus many in Taiwan did so during this year's spring season. However, a good harvest of cabbages also led to an overall price drop in the vegetable market. According to the Shiluo Traditional Market in Yunlin County, which is the largest fruit and vegetable trading center in Taiwan, the average price for cabbages dropped from 28 to just 3 NT dollars. In our next report, we investigate the problems behind the fluctuating price of cabbages. Here's more.
白青菜450块。
比较便宜，有啦，有较俗啦，过来菜有哪有较俗啊啦？
买起来感觉足欢喜吧？
有啦，足欢喜咯，俗就欢喜啦。
这一阵子以来是不是都很便宜？
已经很久没有贵过了。
In spite of the price for a cabbage being less than 10 new Taiwanese dollars, but no one wants to buy them as the market is flooded. Shiluo Traditional Market is the largest fruit and vegetable trading center in Taiwan. Every day, at least 10,000 metric tons of fruits and vegetables are being sold and purchased here. The prices here also determine the selling price for these goods in traditional markets around Taiwan.
量多量少再决定说它的单价怎么样。
From March of last year until March of this year, the trading volume of cabbage has been around 4,000 to 6,000 metric tons per month. However, the price has changed dramatically from as high as 28 new Taiwanese dollars per 1 kilogram to as low as 3 new Taiwanese dollars per kilogram following Chinese New Year.
赔钱呐！您赔快2个月了吧？两个多月了吧？
量太多了，然后天气又太好。
The weather was very nice, so the cabbage harvest was great. The market only needs 1,000 kilograms, but we ended up with 2,000 kilograms, which resulted in a price drop.
What is the reason behind the dramatic price drop? According to the assistant manager at the Shilo traditional market, the overgrowing of cabbages by farmers is the biggest reason.
农产品，你一定要想办法。
Farmers need to find ways to sell their agricultural goods, and if they can't, they need to find add-on value for their goods, stop growing for one season, or even find ways to store them.
From the price chart, one can see that in August of last year, the price of cabbages skyrocketed. Therefore, many farmers decided to plant cabbage. With many farmers planting cabbage, in the end, the price hit bottom.
There is a 4-month gap between the second crop season and third, but farmers in Taiwan grow crops all year round, which is very rare compared to other countries.
With our marketing strategies, all the hard work farmers have put in seems to have gone down the drain.
各位同学，如果说没有问题的话，那我们现在就把它放回各班的教室。
To help farmers, teachers from the school raised 60,000 new Taiwanese dollars and purchased a total of 3,000 cabbages, which were given to students for free.
Everyone can bring one home and give it to your mom to cook.
可以帮助农夫。
We can help those farmers and have cabbage to eat for dinner.
We don't waste any food and it helps the farmers too.
Purchasing vegetables directly from the farmers can temporarily solve the problem. However, wholesalers are then left with no profit.
If everyone does that, then no one will purchase vegetables from us. I don't think this can solve the problem.
A plan that works to help the farmers is being seen as a great disservice for wholesalers. What should we do then to make it a win-win situation? This is a problem that everyone should consider.
Staying in Taiwan but moving to the East Coast, seniors at the adult daycare center inside the Hualien Tzu Hospital now have a newfound hobby. Under the guidance of medical staff, these elderly people can spend time in an enclosed garden area, watering plants, weeding, and even harvesting the fruits of their hard work. Let's take a look.
To successfully grow such a large batch of bananas is not easy. After many cuts with a knife, the batch finally falls free of the tree. Seeing the results of their hard work, the seniors here at Hualien Tzu Hospital's adult daycare clap in excitement.
I'm so excited to see the fruits of our harvest.
The excitement of the residents is contagious.
因为它那个茎还蛮粗的，所以
Its stalk was pretty thick, so I had to saw at it from different angles. I myself am really excited, and also excited on behalf of the seniors here, as they finally have a chance to see the fruits of their labors.
Here at the daycare's enclosed garden, one can find fruit trees and vegetables in abundance, all planted and taken care of by the daycare seniors with help of the medical staff.
快乐多了。
They are much happier and their lives have become much richer. Most of the seniors here were formerly farmers, so it is they who taught us how to plant and care for these vegetables and fruit trees. For those suffering from mental disabilities, this place has been a great help.
Started in 2008, it has been 6 years now that the medical staff here at the adult daycare has worked together with the seniors to transform the space into their very own Garden of Eden.
Here in Butterworth, Malaysia, recycling volunteer Zhen Songfang has become a guardian of the Mohammed Side recycling station as he works to protect recyclables from outsiders who try to steal them. Although he has not signed up to become a Tzu volunteer, whenever and wherever help is needed, Zhen will always be there to lend his support to the volunteers. Zhen Songfang says recycling work has made his retired life more colorful and fulfilling.
你慢慢留啊。进来再拿来做嘛？
回收的，回收这些可以用的，不是拿来再循环再用哦。
It wasn't until he started to do recycling that retiree Zheng Songfang realized he is surrounded by precious resources which are reusable.
I never knew that these things could be recycled. It was only since coming here that I learned so many items could be reused. Thinking back, I feel like I created a lot of waste.
Although the Tzu recycling station is situated just across the street from his home, Zheng never thought of setting foot in the recycling station until drug addicts tried to steal recyclables from the recycling station.
Those drug addicts came to steal paper, cardboard and newspapers, all those recyclables that can be sold for money. So I ran over to stop them and told them that these recyclables are for helping dialysis patients.
Since then, Zheng has become the unofficial protector of the recycling station. Wherever help is needed, he is there. Although he has not joined the ranks of the volunteers, his devotion and dedication is nonetheless for it.
Each time there are Tzuji's events, whether it is a training seminar or when we go on home visitations, there will be no one at the recycling station. Luckily, there's Uncle Songfang to keep an eye out for us.
Apart from reporting to the recycling station each day now, Zheng also sorts recyclables at home.
I felt bored because I didn't have anything to do. Now that I have something to do, whenever I have time, I will do as much as I can.
So long as one is willing to give, even life after retirement can be fulfilling and colorful.
In the neighboring country of Singapore, care recipient Chen Xinjing turned 105 this year. For the past 20 years, Chen has been a recipient of Tzuji's aid and care. Despite not coming from a wealthy background, Chen still found much joy in helping others by donating any spare change she had. Now, with her advanced age, Tzuji volunteers remain by Chen's side, ensuring that her twilight years are filled with companionship and the warmth of a loving family.
Although now a little hard of hearing and forgetful, 105-year-old Chen Xinjing still remembers the past like it was yesterday.
She was just talking about how she fled China during World War II. She remembered seeing corpses everywhere. It's obvious that time has left some scars in her heart.
Chen lost her husband when he was still quite young. Passing through a lifetime of suffering, Chen quickly learned the importance of cherishing her blessings and donated both time and money to Tzuji. The Tzuji Singapore chapter was founded in 1993, and one of its first care recipients was Chen Xinjing.
Although she does not have a lot, she still gives what she can. In fact, I feel that in her life you can see shining the virtues of benevolence, compassion, emphatic joy, equanimity, as well as a sense of lightness and ease of being.
Over the past 20 years, Tzuji volunteers and Chen Xinjing have become family, creating a bond that will surely continue through this life and into the next.
Teachers and students from the Tzuji Nibon Tabo Kindergarten regularly visit an education center for the challenged children. Over the past 3 years, these students always prepare activities for the youngsters to enjoy. This time around, students not only made their own picture book by hand, but also put on a performance to illustrate the story.
Showing their creativity in making props for the show, these children are busy preparing for their upcoming performance at the Education Center for Mentally Challenged Students.
Today we're showing a story that was created by ourselves.
Teachers from Tzuji Nibon Tabo Kindergarten have brought their students to this education center to show a little love for these mentally challenged children. Other than presenting the self-made picture book as a gift, students also put on a performance to illustrate the story.
This picture book is a lovely gift. Thank you, Tzu Chi Kindergarten. Later, our teachers will use this picture book as teaching material, adding some color and helping the students to better understand the story.
This visit marks the last one before their graduation. Therefore, Tzu Chi Kindergarten students presented the picture book as a farewell gift.
We want to show our love for them. Only a few people care about them, so we want to give them our love.
As the event concludes, students also hand out self-made stuffed animals, making the room one full of laughter.
Moving to Taiwan, the Hope Foundation for Cancer Care held an award ceremony for the winners of the 2013 Hope Photo Contest. The foundation has been holding the event for 4 consecutive years to help cancer patients find the courage to fight their illnesses and the strength to go on. Among this year's winners is Ten Baoling, a breast cancer patient who suffered a relapse of her illness. Ten was once depressed and could not come to terms with her condition, but she rediscovered the meaning of life in photography.
Receiving the trophy of the 2013 Hope Photo Contest is Chen Baoling, who was twice diagnosed with breast cancer. Through photography, Chen finds hope and happiness.
I think I wanted to do something to save myself, so I took a leap of faith and took part in this contest. I realize now that I am the master of my body. Taking photos and capturing life's moments really helps me walk out of the dark. I feel really happy now.
Among the winners is another cancer patient, Zhong Yu Huang, who was diagnosed with cancer 6 years ago. Despite having received some 100 chemotherapy treatments, Zhong never thought of giving up, as his children give him strength to keep fighting. My daughter has become more mature and thoughtful, and she often encourages me to fight my illness. I hope that she won't feel too stressful and can enjoy a happy childhood like normal kids. The collection of photos from previous contests will be displayed in hospitals around the island, hoping to not only to encourage the patients to overcome their illnesses, but also to give patients' family members the strength to carry on.
Back to Malaysia at the end of today's program, the Tzu Chi Kuala Lumpur and Selangor chapter has been providing New Shoot scholarships to needy students for 16 years now. In preparation of the award ceremony in November, Tzu Chi volunteers are visiting the homes of the 5,055 applicants over 40 days. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for watching DaAi Headlines. Goodbye.